Hi, how you doing? Welcome back. Just a quick short here on my Camaro. Been having a problem with my throttle body and throttle position sensor throwing codes. So I'm about to replace the accelerator pedal and the throttle position switch. So let's get right into it. A little quick short. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so for my car, it's a 2012 V6 manual Camaro, and this is the accelerator pedal throttle position switch that it takes, which I was able to order and get in a couple of days. So now I'm gonna change it, see what happens, clear the codes, see if I get any codes back, take it from there. One quick note, if you follow this along, and I might do something wrong, I don't know, so do this at your own risk. This is not for educational purposes, for entertainment. And first thing I did before I even got to this point was I had disconnected the battery, as you should with whenever you're working on all electrical components. All right, let's get into it. So it's way up in there, and it looks like it's just picture's not too good. I don't have good lighting, but there's, based on looking at the new one, you have 2 screws up top, 1 screw on the bottom, and you have an electrical prong switch. All right, let me get a flashlight and get some better light in here, and we'll get right on it. Okay, so I'm assuming it's 10 millimeter like everything else that's been on this sort of thing. Let's see what happens here. And it is. So there's one. No, I really can't see the other one. I'm going to have to go by feel. And I'm going to have to use the ratchet because I can't get that up there. Alright, so I'm going to go by feel. There it is. Of course, it's not the most convenient place to get to. And I really can't see with this ducting work on here. Alright, well, let me just go off camera because I'm going to have to stick my head in there and I don't need you seeing my head. I'm going to pull those 2 off and I'll bring the piece down and I'll disconnect it and we'll take a look at it from that. Alright, hold on. Okay, so that was fun. I need to use it's a 1/4-inch drive, 10 millimeter socket. I had to use I guess it's a 3-inch extension to get the top ones. And now we're down to this part, which is a clip that we have to disconnect. So let's see here, some of these Chevrolet ones you pull up and then you can squeeze it, pull up that gray tab, squeeze, and it comes off. Easy enough. So there it is. That's the old one, and here is the new one, which is GM factory original exact unit. Okay, so we'll clip this up and I'm going to put those top 2 bolts in. Okay, so push that all the way on and then lock it down with the clip. And that should be it. Good, we're good. Alright, so I'm going to shut it down and put those 2 top bolts in. And it's in the way of the camera, so I'll have to do that and I'll get back to you again. Alright, we'll be back in a sec. Okay, the top 2 I got in. You don't really have to muscle them in because it is plastic. You don't want to take a chance of cracking it. But you want to make it like, I don't know. Let's see, that's about 8 or 10 foot-pounds. kind of like a valve cover. You don't want to go any more than that. Let's see if I can just check the top two while the camera's running. Since I know where they are now, I can probably get them by feel. There's that one. Okay, that's good. And here's the other one. That's good. Okay. So, one other thing I didn't show you when I was doing it before, sorry about the hand, I didn't show you was on the back. On the back where it mounts up against the firewall, there's a tab at the top that runs vertical, and there's a tab on the bottom that runs horizontal, which fits into two nicely located dimples on the file. Makes it easy to hold up there while you're putting it on. Alright, so that's it. Throttle. Let's see, it's not. Yeah, I guess throttle position, potentiometer switch, accelerator pedal. Changed. 2012 Camaro. Alright, so before I run this, I'm going to live dangerously, and I'm going to put the other throttle body back on that I was having problems with. It's 80mm throttle body going on a V6, LFX V6 that's supercharged, instead of the stock, which is I think 74 or 76mm. I could never get that one to idle and run right. I kept hunting, searching for an idle. And then when I was driving, it would go into a limp mode. Basically, it would say engine power reduced, StabilTrak had a problem, and it would go into a limp mode where it was running on like 2 cylinders, and it sounded like crap, and it was like, I thought for sure the motor was going to blow up. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to change that too first. So let me get that out, open up the hood, and we can start on that next. All right, so that's the end of this video. I'll add the other one on after this. Thanks.